Hey there, and thank you for joining me on another weekly lesson. Every week you will find me here talking about the things that are going to make the biggest difference in our lives and giving you tools and insights into topics and ideas that are going to actually help you manifest your dreams, right? Because the reality is if we're not growing, we're dying, and if we're not willing to learn the lessons that life is presenting us, then we continue to circle the same things over and over and over again, wanting different results, but then never actually seeing those manifest in our lives. And so here we take the time to learn the lesson. And today we're going to focus on one that I think is really important, and that is a lesson in doubt. Now, how many of you would admit that doubt is a real thing in your life, right? Like you're like, no, I'm a good doubter, right? Or maybe you're just in a season of life that right now, like you're just doubting a lot of things. If you find yourself doubting anything or everything, that doesn't make you wrong, it makes you human. However, if we're not aware of what doubt does and how it actually could stop us from living and manifesting our dreams, it could create a lot of havoc in our life. And I'm sure you can already attest to some of the problems that it's creating in your life. But here's what I want to share with you today, and this is a truth bomb doozy. If that was a thing, this is what it would be today. I have a few truth bomb doozies about doubt and in why it could be absolutely detrimental to your journey, but it's not for all the reasons that you might think. So I'm going to ask you to go with me on a journey today as I help you understand what doubt actually is and how to use it as an opportunity to get what you want most in life. And I did say that doubt could be an opportunity to get what you want most in life, okay? If we read James, the book of James 1, 6 through 8, it says, just make sure you ask empowered by confident faith without doubting that you will receive. For the ambivalent person believes 1 minute and doubts the next. Being undecided makes you become like the rough seas driven and tossed by the wind. You're up 1 minute and tossed down the next. When you are half-hearted and wavering, it leaves you unstable. Can you really expect to receive anything from the Lord when you're in that condition? I mean, that in and of itself is worth the price of admission, but this is our launching point. This is where we're going to start, because this is where scripture already proves what doubt is and how it's actually different than fear, okay? Because it is different than fear. And if you watched a couple of weeks ago, my whole video on fear, the idea behind it is that fear is already decided. You know what I'm saying? Like when you fear something, it's already locked and loaded. I am afraid. It's false evidence appearing real. Well, it is real. When you fear something, it already is real. You're decided, you're affirmed, you're convicted, you are sold out and certain. You're afraid, okay? That is like getting back in the boat of our lives, right? We're supposed to live out on the water. We're supposed to be walking on water, right? Like Jesus calls us to get out on the water and to see that the impossible is really possible. But when we start to believe the fear, we get back in the boat, okay? Doubt is very different. And when you look at the definition of doubt, it means uncertainty. It means a lack of conviction, okay? My definition of doubt is undecided belief. That's what doubt is. It doesn't know what it believes, which is exactly why we're exhausted, right? Like at least fear gets back in the boat and is like, done, I'm already decided, like not gonna put additional energy there. I don't need to rethink or reconsider. I don't need to go back and forth. I've already decided. Doubt doesn't know what it believes. It's wavering. It is back and forth, to and fro. Some days it's on, some days it's off, some days it believes, some days it doesn't, which is exactly why we're tired, is because we don't know what we believe, okay? This is why I want to encourage you to look at doubt as an opportunity. It's actually a choice to pick. It is a why in the road moment, okay? And I want you to consider the last time you doubted? And of course, because I am an advocate for your dreams, and I am a firm believer that if it's in you, it's possible. We're gonna talk about this in relationship to your dreams, the thing that's on the inside of you to bring to this world, okay? And if you're human, you've known your dream, it's come to you before, and it chases you here and there, and you've thought about it once, you've thought about it 100 times, and typically the first thing that pops up and how doubt frames itself is in the form of a question. Doubt will say something like, what if I fail? It'll sound like, what if it doesn't work out? It'll sound like, what if they reject you? It'll sound like, what if it doesn't work out? What if you do something wrong? What if they do something wrong? What if you can't depend on them? What if you're disappointed? Doubt is in the form of a question, but the problem is we sit there and we linger with it. We go, what if I fail? Yeah, what if I fail? What if they disappoint me? Yeah, it's probably likely that I am gonna fail, and then I will disappoint them, and then they will reject me, and then bad things will happen like it's happened before, and on and on and on we go. And so what happens is that moment of doubt posed as a question becomes a slippery slope that leads us into a place of fear, because our biases and our opinions actually take that question and we frame it as a statement, and that statement then turns into a fact, and that fact becomes our truth by way of all of our past experiences, which means I'm actually framing my future through the lens of my past. This is where it becomes problematic, because if you want to fulfill your dreams, if you want to live with more purpose, if you want to bring heaven to earth, if you want to do what you've never done, if you want to have what you've never had, there's no way that by framing your future with your past that you can do that. And so doubt, what we start to feel and see and notice and create a habit with doubt is that we ask ourselves the question, we turn it into a statement, it turns into fact, which becomes our truth, and then we get back in the boat of our lives, and then we wonder why we're not getting the results that we want most, right? Then, if we turn to Hebrews says, it's Hebrews end of chapter 3 going into 4, it says, it is clear that they could not enter into their inheritance, your dreams, your visions, the things that you want most. It is clear that you could not enter into the manifestation of your dreams, insert my emphasis, because they wrapped their hearts in unbelief. Chapter 4 goes on to say they didn't join their faith with the word. Instead, what they heard didn't affect them deeply, for they doubted. For those of us who believe, faith activates the promise. Here's where we are missing the boat, is that we want to enter into inheritance, manifest our dreams, do the impossible, but then we wrap our hearts, we wrap our attention around the doubt, frame it as a statement, turn it into fact, then believe it's to be true. Then we get back in the boat and we hunker down and go, see, I told you it won't work. It didn't work then, it won't work now. They rejected me once, they'll reject me again. It didn't work the 100 times that I tried it, so what's the point? And it becomes a reality. And so we've used doubt so many times to fuel our fear that we're missing the moment to use our doubt to frame our faith. Here is what I want to encourage you with today. Doubt is the opportunity to decide what you believe. That's all that it is. It's an unbiased question that comes to you and says, what will you do if you fail? What will you do if you're rejected? What would you do if it doesn't work? What if it's giving you the opportunity to frame your faith and the things that you want most, and to be activated by what you believe is possible versus all the things that are impossible? It's the opportunity, and it's simply asking you, what do you believe? I know that your reality looks bleak. I know that circumstances are hard. I know that the world around you doesn't always make sense. I get it. I too have failed 1,000 times. I too sit in uncertainty about just the world and what we're doing, right? I understand, but doubt simply wants to know, what do you believe? This is why it's an opportunity, right? And I say this in my book, Dream I Dare You. If you have not bought this book yet, do yourself a favor and go buy this on Amazon. It will blow your mind so your heart can speak, okay? But on page 59, it's at the end of chapter 4, Live Till Failure. Here's what it says. Your dreams are not designed to keep you skinny. They're designed to help you build strength. The moment of doubt is designed to help you build strength. It's asking you and giving you the opportunity and the chance to just for a moment, if you can see it as this, it's providing you space to say, what do you believe? Do you believe the fear, or will you believe in faith? Will you believe everything that you've already done and experienced as true and stay in the boat? Or will you look ahead? Will you look at where your dreams live? Will you look at the vision that's ahead of you, and will you throw yourself at that? Because here's the reality. Fear and faith take the same amount of energy, right? Like, they are both hard. There's no questions asked. And so what doubt is giving you is actually the opportunity to be stronger in what you believe. Because the manifestation of your dreams doesn't make life easier. Just because you get what you've always wanted, just because this is now sitting in my lap, a dream that I have had probably my entire life, doesn't mean that now all the stars align and it's better and perfect and everything is just signed, sealed, and delivered. What it means is that I need to continue to be strong to manifest the ripple effect of what this dream is going to have on my life and the lives of people around me. Same thing for your dream. When we start to manifest the things that are important to us, it's going to require us to be strong to maintain it. It's not just about obtaining your dreams, it's about maintaining your dreams, right? And if we go and listen a little bit more to Hebrews and what it's trying to tell us, it says, if only today you would listen and do not harden your hearts. As we enter into God's faith rest life, we cease from our own works and we must give our all to be eager to experience this faith rest life, so that no one falls short by following the same pattern of doubt and unbelief. We must cling in faith all that we know to be true. Then if you skip ahead to chapter 11, this chapter will blow your mind. It's the power of bold faith. It says, now faith brings our hopes into reality and becomes the foundation needed to acquire the things that we long for. It is all the evidence required to prove what is still unseen. This is monumental in understanding how to manifest your dreams. It's faith. It's faith that it's possible even when you don't see it with your eyes. It's faith that says, I'm gonna go even when I fail 100 times. It's faith that says, I will get up again, even if everybody else rejects the idea or the concept or me. I will get up and I will do it again because I can't not. That dream, that vision for my life is bigger and louder, which is why that moment of doubt is giving me an opportunity to just frame my faith. It says, now faith brings our hope into reality. It brings your dreams into reality and becomes the foundation needed to acquire the things we long for. Acquire. It says, these heroes all died clinging to their faith and not receiving all that had been promised, but they saw beyond the horizon the fulfillment of their promises and gladly embraced it from afar. Here's what you have to understand. That moment of doubt is giving you the opportunity to strengthen yourself in your belief. And here's what I want to know today. What do you believe? Do you believe it's possible? Do you believe that you can do this? Do you believe that whatever God's given you on the inside of you to do is yours to do? Do you believe? And if some of you are like, well, no, that's why I'm not running towards it. No, that's why I haven't done anything. No, that's why I procrastinate and avoid and become busy. I mean, you know, Julia, you talked about this a couple videos ago. Here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to no longer run from doubt into fear, I would like you to stand in the space. When you feel that question of doubt, I'd like for you to do a few push-ups and to frame faith and become stronger and let the opportunity make you, not break you. Here's what I mean. I remember years ago when this journey to write this book actually started for me. We were traveling the country in an RV, and I had been asking that very similar question that I'm sure most of you ask, which is there something more, right? Like there's got to be something more, and God dropped in my lap to write this book. And so I knew that what got me to where I was wasn't going to take me to where I wanted to be. And so I started doing a few things that I felt like, okay, here, what's going to help me be the best version of me so I can actually manifest this? So I decided one of the things I was going to do from a health and wellness perspective was build muscle, because I'd always been a skinnier girl. Like I love cardio, I love sprinting, I love doing everything, I don't know, like 1,000 miles per hour. Okay, but I decided that I was gonna start lifting weights, but only this time I wasn't gonna just totally change what I was doing. I was just gonna do more of what I had already been doing. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Doing more of what you're already doing doesn't get you different results. It makes you tired, okay? But after about 90 days of probably sheer exhaustion, I came home in the RV, our 3 kids are playing outside, and I just start venting. And Travis knows me well enough to know that when I'm venting, I'm not looking for feedback. I'm just wanting to be right. And so I'm venting about how weight training doesn't work and how all the gurus are wrong and nobody knows me and nobody knows my body type. And we start using words like always and never and can't. And so after, probably 5 minutes, poor guy, he doesn't look up. He just simply asked me a question that changed everything. He said, "Are you lifting till failure?" Am I lifting till failure? No, dear God, no, I'm not lifting till failure. People do that. Like, why would I want to lift till failure? That sounds hard. No, I'm not lifting till failure. I'm lifting until I'm sort of uncomfortable. I'm lifting until I can control it. I'm lifting until I know that I can do a good job. But am I lifting till failure? No. This explains why we're not getting the results that we want. Because doubt comes in the form of a question, and instead of looking doubt in the eyes and telling it what you believe, doing a few push-ups, lifting till failure, letting the opportunity make you, not break you, letting the tension and the pressure and the hard and the circumstance and all of those questions that are coming your way, instead of using those to move you into fear, I'm asking you to let them make you stronger. I want them to make you stronger, right? In Romans 5:3, we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, hope. Hope for where we're going, hope for what's in us to do, hope for the things that we were born to do. It's actually in suffering, it's in the tension, it's in the pressures of life that it's designed to make you stronger. God's not doing it because he's weird or sick. He's doing it because he believes that what your dreams need is a stronger you, so that you not only obtain them, but that you maintain them. If I could wrap this whole thing up with a beautiful bow for us today, is that doubt is the opportunity for you to build your belief. That's all that it is. It's a question that's simply asking you, what do you believe? And it just wants a response. It's not biased. You are. It has no opinion. You do. All it's doing is giving you space to pick your heart. Fear or faith. Is it going to break you? Is it going to make you? Is it going to have you play small, or will you play big? Will you just do what everybody else is doing, or will you dream real? That's all that it's doing. It's an opportunity and a why in the road that if you choose to take it, and instead of wrapping yourself around unbelief, if you wrap yourself around your dreams, if you wrap yourself around the promises of God and you frame faith, can you imagine what would actually be possible? Everything, anything would be possible. So I want to encourage you today, use your doubt as the impetus for change. Use your doubt to fuel your belief. Use your doubt to do another push-up, to lift till failure, so you can develop the muscles, the strength, the stamina, the perseverance, and the character that's going to help you not only obtain your dreams, but maintain your dreams. This is how doubt is an opportunity of a lifetime. Join me today and build your belief one doubt at a time. And of course, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and pass this video along to 1 or maybe 10 people that you know needs this encouraging message. And then of course, join me in dreaming. Go get your copy on Amazon today and let it blow your mind so that you can get after your dreams.